Hey y'all, welcome to Convos with Bree. I am Bree, and today is day 12 of the Visibility Challenge. Today, I really want to talk about how powerful we are as individuals. It's so wild to me. Every single time I have another conversation as this version of myself, I seal it in more and more that I am truly this version of myself that I have envisioned for so long. And it's funny because I always knew I was already this person. And I had a lot of moments where I was, but then it was just all of these times where I wasn't in alignment with it. I was letting a fear or a contradictory belief or an experience shape the direction of my life and where I was going, what I was holding on to, what I was constantly thinking about, who I was around, how I was behaving. All of my habits were sealed in by this life that I was creating, but I couldn't see it the way I can now back then. Back then, everything looked different. Everything was so hard to see. And now I'm sitting here looking back at all of it. And gosh, it's so funny how much I didn't know and how much I feared when I didn't need to be afraid at all. And I was having this really awesome conversation the other day where I was talking about nervous system regulation and how once you get aware of what you're doing and once you get aware of how your own impact has really shaped your life, the way that you think and the way that you move, the way you respond, react, all of those things that come from inside of you, that is changeable. That is the part that once you understand you're choosing, anything can happen. And then when I got there, I started to understand this deeper layer to it, which was not only being aware of how I was thinking and how I was truly feeling and what I really believed about all of these different situations, but it was honestly kind of just getting out of my own way of my emotions and my feelings. And it was developing this deeper layer of awareness around the idea that nothing is actually trying to hurt me. Everything is here to help me grow in some way. And some situations felt almost impossible to find any kind of beauty in. But they all did eventually have something beautiful. I used to think, because I used to go to really extreme measures here, and I would think about children that had been harmed, like these really horrendous situations that no matter how hard you looked, you would never be able to call that beautiful, what happened. And I used that to keep my belief that what I'm currently experiencing wasn't true. But even the most horrendous things that happen can have a comeback story. And there can be beautiful things that happened after the horrendous thing. And I think for me and so many of us, we've been through our own versions of really horrendous things. Things that feel like they shouldn't have any beauty and they couldn't have any beauty. And we would be lessening this terrible thing that happened and saying it was okay if we find beauty in them. And I got trapped in that for a long time. And I didn't want there to be anything beautiful because that was like I was accepting that it happened and saying it was okay that it happened. And it was never going to be okay that it happened. But now my understanding after going through all of these things and being able to find beauty in all of these places that I didn't think I would ever be able to find beauty. And knowing that it led me down these absolutely gorgeous paths that I would have never known existed had I not been to the depths of hell on earth. And I had to climb out of my fear of it happening again, of it happening in an even bigger way, of me thinking that I had made it out of the most devastating spaces just to have life show me that it could devastate me even more. And I had to climb out of my fear of what if something even worse does happen that I wasn't prepared for? And what if I can't make it? What if I do pass this pain off on the people I love the most? What if they just have to continue to lose me while I'm still alive? I don't know. I had so many fears that I had to just accept I couldn't have the answers for right now. I had to just find a little bit of beauty and let it be beautiful. And I had to let everyone have their own feelings about whatever it is that was happening. And I had to worry about myself and my own path, my own journey, what I was seeing, what I was feeling, because I was understanding that by not allowing those things in, I was trapping myself. I was keeping myself from being alive while I was alive. And I still had a body here. I still was connected to it with my soul. So for me to question why I was still here and to intentionally not use it because I was in a war with life and I thought that was the only control I had to show life that I would not play. I would not keep playing like this. I was not going to keep allowing life to hurt me so deeply. And I started living a little bit at a time. I started letting that beauty shine through. I started letting people make me laugh. I started allowing myself to feel things, and not just the good things, but I let myself feel the heartache. I let myself just be in it when I wanted to be in it, so that when I wanted to be something else, I had room for it. And I found beautiful ways to honor every single piece of the journey and person along the way. And I found a way to tie it all together, and I continue to do so. And I continue to pay respects and give gratitude to the lowest spaces in my life and the people that I love so much that I just didn't know what to do with all that love when they physically weren't here anymore. And I faced my fears every day, and I try to be more empathetic and more understanding, more soft, more peaceful every single day. I try to bring more of this to the table, more of this energy to the world. And I trust life more deeply. I understand that life is not ever trying to hurt me, and these people are not ever trying to hurt me, and that at the core of all that is, it's just energy. And we are extremely capable of changing our own energy, of changing the way that we perceive our lives and our exteriors and the way that we perceive ourselves. All of it is able to grow in each and every one of us. And we're able to shape our experiences and our stories however we want them to shape. And they can change. They can grow with us. They can bring out different parts. You can retell the same story from so many different viewpoints, because if you truly understand all the sides of this scenario, you can build a story from every single side with feeling, with their own viewpoint. And it's a little hard to explain, but that's where I am. I can't really put emotions into things the way that I used to anymore, because I'm so aware what's coming through. Oh, that's fear. Oh, that's past hurt. Oh, this isn't my present at all. Or, oh, it's struggle. Oh, it's their own disconnection. I can just see it so clearly that it feels so silly to ever get emotional in a negative way anymore. And also, now that I understand how impactful and important our frequency is and what we're tuning into in every aspect and us and all of us, it's like the way we respond, the way we think, the way we react, the way we take things on, the way we feel about things. That changes everything that is coming to us. That changes everything that we're building around us. It influences everything. So the more we're able to just be honest. My life didn't change because I started going, oh, that stuff didn't happen, or I'm just only going to see the positive in what happened. It came out because I wrote through the hurt, the grief, sometimes 1,000 different ways. I wrote it from so many different sides. I felt it from so many different sides. And I found a way to do some good with some of those stories. And I found a way to have conversations that did some good. And I found a way to connect what I had been through in a healing way to help others grasp their own stories and their own power in themselves, to see that if they truly want this, they have all the capability they need right now. They don't need thousands of dollars to go off and sit in some other country. They don't need thousands of dollars for certifications or program materials. They don't need thousands of dollars to get away and take a vacation. Everything we want is literally all within. It all starts from right here. I'm going to end this right here. I hope that it landed for the ones that need it. And if it's confusing to some, I apologize. It's a little tough for me to even voice some of these things because it's new for me too, in ways that I'm just understanding in real time and making connections internally as well, and then learning how to apply them to my life. But if you take anything away from this, just pay attention to how it feels when you are around other people today. How is it different? How does it vary? Is your body tense or relaxed? How's your breathing? Are you quick and witty? Are you depressed and angry? Are you numb? Are you something else? What do you feel around the different people that you are around today? And how do you feel when you are alone? Where are your thoughts? Are you present? Are you right here, right now? Or are you in the past? Are you in the future? Just pay better attention to your own energy today. And notice things that you've previously not allowed yourself the time or the ability to feel. How is your own energy presently? That is going to shine a light on how far you have come, on where you can still grow, on where you might be in your own way, and where you should celebrate where you have come from. It shows you everything if you allow it. Just allow it. Just today. Thank you all so much for being here. I am so, so grateful for this journey, for this challenge, for all of you. Remember, nothing meant for you will miss you. Soak it all in. Be here now.